So now we're doing the skin prep, and with the skin prep, we're going to be covering the essentials of cleansing and exfoliating and moisturizing, and really basically cleaning the skin and getting it ready to have it ready for makeup application. So right now, Brianna's assessing her skin. So you want to make sure that whether you're assessing your own skin or your client's skin, you want to make sure what kind of skin type they have and what skin color and all these things that you can do to start prepping so you are on the right track. With Brianna, she's got combination skin, but there's different types of skin that you can definitely um, fall into, like oily, combination, sensitive, dry, mature aging, sun damage. There's all types of skin, normal skin. So you want to make sure that you pick the products according to the right skin type, because that's going to make a huge difference. Whether it's your skincare creams or your foundations, you have to make sure that you use the right products according to the skin type. Now this is also a great time to really assess the skin to make sure the eyebrows are well defined. So if you need to tweeze any hairs to shape the brows, this is a really good time. And what we're going to do, Brianna has some makeup on, so she's going to put some cleanser on it right now. She's using a cleansing oil, and she's putting it on a cotton pad. She's going to saturate the pad, and she's going to just rub her face with this oil to lift the dirt from the makeup residue that's on her face, just to help kind of kick the cleaning process. So just ever so gently, just wipe the face clearly all around, just getting all the excess makeup off the face. And what this does, this doesn't really take off the makeup, it just kind of lifts it. So you're going to definitely go into another process afterwards. But what this also does with the skin at the same time, it actually keeps the skin from not losing the essential oils that it needs. By doing it this way, you don't want to dry out the skin. Even if they have oily skin, you still want to keep the good oils in the skin. One of the things that most people don't realize, when you just go really straight with soap and water, it really does strip and dry out the skin, and especially if they have really dry skin, it's really terrible to do that to the skin, you know. So this is an exfoliating cream, and with that, she is going to be putting that really deeply into the skin by rubbing it in, and this actually lifts what the cleansing oil doesn't do, but it really pulls it out, and it's going to really create a nice film around the skin, so then when you wash it or rinse it or use the makeup sheets to really do the final step, it really makes it really easy to pull all that stuff out. So make sure that you do that. So now we have the wipes, the sheets, and these sheets are the makeup remover sheets that are infused with a lot of nice essence to keep the skin feeling really soft and supple at the same time cleaning it. So I prefer to do this rather than just go and use water, straight water. But some people like to use straight water, and that's okay. As long as you make sure that you don't rub the face too much and that you only rinse off what you really need. So this is a really great, to me, a great step to use the makeup sheets if you have very dry skin, or if you have even oily skin. It's a really great way to make sure you get all the dirt off, because oily skin will definitely collect more dirt. The difference between oily skin, normal skin, and dry skin, basically, oily skin produces an excess amount of oils, and then it tends to sit on top of the surface. Dry skin doesn't make or produce enough oils. Normal skin is very balanced. It's a combination, and then you got the T-zones, that certain areas of the face have more oils and less oils. So the final to the last step is moisturizer, and we are putting a really wonderful cream to just perk up the face after all that cleansing and stripping away of the good oil. So we're going to put some good moisture back into the skin, and this definitely makes a huge difference, especially when you are applying foundation, when you have a nice moisturized face, because it really will soak into the skin rather than make the skin all weirded out by not having the right texture to work on. Now the key thing too is when you're doing moisturizer to foundation, you want to make sure that the moisturizer is set in completely into the skin before you actually start putting foundation on, because you're not going to get the same kind of quality of application. So just massage it in and make sure that the skin is drinking up the moisture, and wait a few minutes. And the next step before we stop is the eye cream. The eyes tend to really lose a lot of moisture, especially with aging eyes. You want to make sure that you put really good moisture around the eyes, and it will definitely diminish the soft fine lines and really help the foundation and as well the eyeshadows to really stick to the face much better and also have a nice smoother blended effect. So be gentle, make sure you're gentle around the eyes. Just be gentle anyway with the skin, because skin is very fragile. So you want to make sure you gingerly pat, not rub too hard, okay? And there you go, a beautifully cleansed, prepped, moisturized face ready for the next step of makeup application. There you go.